Alright guys, so we today are going to do an actual review on the Losi Micro B. I've put about 4 or 5 battery packs to this thing, and I gotta say I'm pretty confident in it. It is a nice little buggy. There is a couple problems I had that we're going to kind of talk about, and then we're going to talk about a couple other things. Probably a couple of these things we'll go over that we went over in my main video when I unboxed it, and I kind of did a first thoughts review type thing. So let's go ahead. The body is held on by Velcro, which I'm not a huge fan of, and it's not because it comes off or while you're running it or anything. It's just I would rather see a mini clip back here personally. I know a lot of people don't like those mini clips because they lose them a lot, and I'm guilty of that too on the old micros. But this Velcro, it can get wore. It can fall off here, which mine actually looks like it's pretty stuck to both. But I've seen some videos where they look like they're already coming off. So mine should be good to go. Starting up here at the front, you have a top camber style for your upper joints, or upper arms I should say. They're more of a camber style link. And then you have a steering link that is also a camber link. That is just push on. Same with these in the front. You got a tiny little front bumper, little tiny shock tower, and then you do have oil filled shocks all the way around this thing. And I will say guys, this on the jumps I had it on, my little scale jumps, it was dampening really nice. Don't forget to see the video where we give away 2 of those. I will link it down below. I'll pin it in the section below. It is very, very cool. Bottom bumper here and skid plate looks to be all one piece. Very nice. And then as we move farther back, you kind of have the same thing as you're going to see on the Mini B. You got your 2 points here that settle on the front end. Then you got your mini servo here. Then you have your Spectrum 2-in-1 4 amp ESC and RX. And as far as I know, this is going to be on the FHSS channel settings. You cannot connect your DX5C to this, which kind of blows. I was hoping they were going to make it that way, but they never do, of course. Moving farther back, you got your battery tray here. Your battery is held in by this little knob. You kind of pull this out, and then you can lift this up. I actually haven't taken the battery out of here yet, but might as well. And then your battery will pull right out, just like that. And it is a 350 amp 2S 7.4 volt. But you honestly don't ever have to take your battery out. You can charge it right in the car. And then behind that you have a little 61 turn motor, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is a center mount, which is very cool. Something you'd see more on the realistic big buggies. Very cool, they took that from them. And then back here you have your shock tower, plastic shock tower. And then again you have 2 oil-filled shocks. And then you have your small, I'm not sure if they do look metal, like metal rear drive shafts. It looks like these are metal cups, which is very cool. And then you again have that camber upper arm type suspension that are non-adjustable. And then you got your wing mount held on by 2 screws, and that is a clear wing. They both actually have clear wings on them. And then your white buggy is going to come with yellow wheels, and your silver buggy that's blue and purple is going to have the white wheels. And then if we flip it over, you can see here, just like its big brother, it does have a metal chassis, which is very neat to see on a micro. You don't see that too often. Very cool, very race inspired buggy. So there was kind of some of the technical specs. If I left anything out, guys, you can go ahead and drop it down in the comments. So now I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with it. I've had a pretty good experience so far with it. It's been a lot of fun. These little mini jumps really add some fun to it. Instead of having those big jumps that just make it nose heavy and hit the ground, these have made it a lot more fun. I will put a link for these down below. The only problem I did have with this car when I took it out of the box is my steering servo was out of adjustment. Someone did comment on my thing and said that your servo saver probably isn't adjusted right. And that is a fair point. I don't know if it was or was not, but I believe I actually pulled the whole thing off and readjusted it, so it needed readjusting. It wasn't just the servo saver. And I have seen that there is a couple other people that commented on that video and said yes, Mine also did need that. I did notice too in the box, they don't give any extra little shock things to adjust your shocks to make them stiffer if you want. I'm guessing eventually they will have a stiffer spring come out for these. I'm also guessing there's going to be a lot of brushless kits. So this thing, the price on it's $100, and do I feel like that is a crazy price? I really don't. I think $100 for this in this day and age is actually a pretty good price. I think when the Micro T originally came out, I think it was 80 or 90. And so really looking at this for $100, that's not a bad deal at all. You're getting a little bit bigger frame, a little bit bigger buggy. That's still a 124 scale. Very, very cool. I think $100 for this is very fair, especially coming as a ready-to-run kit, even though I would not use your ready-to-run charger. I really think that Horizon hit a ball, or Losi hit a ball out of the ballpark with this one, guys. It is a ton of fun to drive. It is a ton of fun just to even sit here and look at. It's awesome. I do like the way the body goes on, but I also don't like it. It is nice that you just have to tend to Velcro. You don't have to worry about any little clips. But I just have a feeling that Velcro is going to start wearing off eventually. You do kind of, on mine, from my wires on the one side, I do kind of get the body pushing off the side. But it don't really bother me. If you're a perfectionist, you could probably move them around or something and get them right. But for me, that's perfect enough. And then here is, I do have another one brand new in the box. Here is that other color. This one for now I am leaving in the box. I'm not going to open it yet. But as I said, you got the silver with the pink, with the blue, with the white, and then you got the white wheels, which is very nice looking. Even on the top, it is very cool looking. We did go through the box in my other video, so I will link that video down below also where we unbox it and first thoughts. But I just wanted to come on here quick, guys, do a little video for this thing and just say how impressed I actually am with it. Even in my first video, if people didn't think I was, my apologies. I am actually very impressed with it. I love it. It is a ton of fun. It is a great little living room basher. It's fun just to bash around and mess around and have some fun, guys. So if you got $100 burning a hole in your pocket, get down to your local hobby store and order one of these. If your local hobby store does not have any more in stock, I know Horizon had some in stock still, so you should be able to grab them on there. Guys, if you're a micro fan and you don't have one of these yet, make sure you buy one to show Losi that we do want more models of this made. I would love to see a Micro T. I would also like to see another Micro Baja bug made. That would be cool too. I would also like to see the DT truck remade, and then if they get into monster trucks, that would even be sweeter. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe.